Now, real quick, I want to touch on the first cloud engineer role.
Yep.
How was it? Did you have any imposter syndrome? What were you doing in the role?
Yeah, I thought they was gonna fire me. I was the only black person there, and I couldn't believe it. Like I literally, it was a cloud migration project. It was a company I was working for. I won't say the name, but they had a cloud migration uh, uh, contract through Homeland Security, and I thought they were going to fire me because they literally did not do anything for months, and I was like, 3 weeks in the row, I'm like, okay, they trying to set me up. And so I reached out to my team lead. I was like, hey, look, is there any work to do? Like, I'll do. He was like, yeah, like we're just, they're pushing down the meetings, like they're pushing it week after week after week. But here's something you can do. I did it in like 5 minutes because I used ChatGPT to do it for me. And then, it was that job. I was not working. Like that's how I was able to job stack, right? And so, right, I'm able to leverage more jobs, more income. And when I did that, I got 2 more jobs. And even those jobs, I'm not working more than 2 hours a day on each role. I'm working like maybe 30 minutes here. If it's real work, it's probably like 2-3 hours. And averagely a day, I'm doing either 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or at most 3-4 hours. And so the whole point, going back to answer your question, sorry, because I'm going on a tangent, but that job, I was just, I didn't know anything about cloud engineer. I got lucky. I knew AWS administrator, right? And so I learned everything about cloud on that job. And I asked ChatGPT, I got it to, I went on Google, got like 20 different job descriptions on cloud engineer, put that in a Google Doc, put that Google Doc into ChatGPT, and I said, hey, do some market research and look at like all the skill sets that I need to know as a cloud engineer. And it told me Docker, Terraform, Kubernetes, Jenkins, computer networking, Python for a scripting language. And so it gave me different things like Prometheus, Grafana for monitoring, AWS, core services. And so I literally spent the next 3 to 6 months diving in and just learning everything. But like, I did have imposter syndrome because I didn't know cloud engineer like that. I got lucky. It was by God that I got that job. But I locked in and I learned everything. And I asked them for work because I wanted to get that skill set to where it needed to be to now go job stack. And so that's what I did. I did it ethically and legally. I didn't, break any conflict of interest. I got 3 offer letters. I declined 1 because it would have been a conflict of interest. And yeah, it's that's what I did. I was scared, but I locked in.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that too, because most people would just say, "Oh, I'm getting paid to do nothing," and do nothing. But their skill would never elevate because they didn't do anything. So a lot of people that you like, my last episode I had Nate on, and we were talking about how you
It's about Nate the recruiter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool people.
we were talking about how like people say like back in my day or 5 years ago I was getting hit up by all these recruiters. Now I'm not. That's because 5 years passed and their skills are not relative to the market anymore.
Yeah, they got comfortable.
Their job became super easy and it became cushy. They didn't learn anything. So now when they go interview, nothing's happening. They can't talk about nothing, or they don't know any of the new things. Like you said, when you were talking, when you said your student was talking to the other senior guy. What? Jenkins, Ansible.
That's like basic stuff.
Docker.
Though. Yeah, that's basic.
Yeah, but if they're not doing it, they just let you know. Technical. Let me see if I can find this because this is so true. This is something that my guy Tayo on Tech said.
Oh, Tayo and Tech or something like that?
Yeah.
He's the first person I started like listening to before I got into tech.
Really?
And we have the same name, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
So Tay said, let me see where it is.
Yeah, he definitely influenced me to go harder in tech.
Where is it? It was a good one.